Tired of living in survival mode, like every day is just about getting through? Trauma might have written your past, but it doesn't get to write your future. This video is for the ones who've lost themselves in the chaos, the ones who feel like a shell of who they used to be, or maybe never got a chance to become who they were meant to be. We are diving deep into how you can move from just surviving to actually creating a life that feels like yours again. A life that's meaningful, powerful, and rooted in who you truly are. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how trauma distorts identity, but how to get back your identity. And not the old version of you, the upgraded one. Let me start by using a little raw analogy. When you go through trauma, it's like someone walks into your house, rearranges all your furniture, smashes a few windows, and then leaves without telling you where anything is. You're left in the wreckage, confused, unsure, maybe even angry. And worst of all, you begin to question whether it's even your house anymore. And you stop feeling safe in your house. That's what trauma does to your identity. It breaks your trust. It fogs your intuition. It makes you forget your own reflection and makes you start to doubt yourself. I know this not just from research or theory, but from real conversations with clients, from my own lived experience, and from the powerful transformation stories of women who've rebuilt their lives after heartbreak, betrayal, loss, or childhood trauma. So let's talk about this identity crisis. What happens after trauma? You stop recognizing yourself. Maybe you used to be adventurous, confident, creative, but now you're cautious, hyper-aware, hyper-independent, and always scanning for danger, even when you're safe. Your nervous system has become your GPS, and it only knows one direction: survivor. You say yes when you mean no. You apologize for existing. You shrink your voice because you were once told it was too much. You question every single decision. Why? Because your inner compass feels broken. Sound familiar? Here's the thing most people don't realize. Trauma doesn't just impact what happened to you. It impacts who you believe you are. And that's the first lie trauma tells you. You're not whole anymore. But let me give it to you straight. You are not broken. You were injured. There's a difference. Broken things need to be tossed. Injured things, they heal, they scar, and sometimes they come back even stronger than ever. There is a beautiful Japanese art form called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired using gold. They don't hide the cracks, they highlight them. The idea is the break is part of the story, and it adds to the value. Now, let's get real about how to move from survivor to creator. Because here's another hard truth. Survival mode is addictive. It's familiar. It makes you feel in control. But guess what? It's also exhausting. You can't build a life when you're constantly bracing for impact. So let's start reclaiming your identity, one layer at a time. Step 1. Name what you lost. When we go through trauma, we lose more than safety. We lose parts of ourselves. The silly parts, the dreamer, the risk taker, the soft heart that used to believe in people. Sit down with a journal and ask, what part of me got buried when that happened? Name it. Mourn it if you need to. Because here's a secret. What you name, you can reclaim. Step 2. Redefine yourself on your terms. You are not just what happened to you. You are not just the girl who was abandoned, or the man who failed at something, or the child who was ignored, neglected. You are the one who you choose to become next. That's where your power lies. One of my clients once said, I want to stop being the girl who went through it and start being the woman who grew from it. Wow, that really hit me hard when I heard that. And that's exactly it. Create an I am statement that's rooted in who you are becoming, not just what you've survived. Try something like, I am resilient. I am learning to trust again. I am worthy of peace and purpose. Say it out loud until your nervous system starts to believe it. Step 3. Take back your voice. Trauma often silences us, either literally or emotionally. Maybe you learned it wasn't safe to speak up. Maybe every time you tried, someone made you feel small. But your voice, it's one of your most powerful tools for healing. Start small. Speak up in spaces where you feel safe. Say what you want for dinner. Disagree kindly in a conversation. Share your story, even if just in a private journal at first. The more you use your voice, the more you remember. I'm here. I matter. I get to take up space. Step 4. Reconnect to joy, even if it feels foreign. I know. Joy can feel like a foreign language after trauma. It's like you see people laughing and you think, I remember what that used to feel like, but it feels so far away now. Here's what I want you to try. Follow your curiosity. Don't chase big joy at first. Chase tiny glimmers. The smell of coffee. Dancing in your kitchen for 30 seconds. That one playlist that makes you feel like your old self. A walk with no destination in mind. These small sparks add up, and eventually you won't just be surviving. You'll be creating experiences that feel aligned with your real self. Step 5. Let go of the old you myth. Here's something no one tells you. You don't have to go back to who you were before the trauma. Because let's be honest, maybe that version of you wasn't the full picture either. Maybe she was overgiving, maybe he was masking, maybe they were trying so hard to be liked that they never got to be real. You're not trying to rewind, to turn back the hands of the clock. You are here to rewrite. Who are you becoming now? Now that you've seen your own darkness and still chosen the light. Here's where most people get stuck, and maybe you've been there too. You want to heal, but you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your intuition because it led into pain. You don't trust your feelings because they feel like too much. You don't trust peace because it feels suspicious, like the calm before the next storm. That's the problem. But here's the pivot. Trauma made you a survivor. Now it's time to become a creator. The creator of your new identity. And creators, they don't wait for permission. They start painting, building, feeling, and dreaming, even with shaky hands. That's your moment. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start showing up as the version of you that's been whispering underneath the pain. Come back, I miss you. So what's your next move? Maybe it's setting a boundary that scares you. Maybe it's starting therapy. Maybe it's unfollowing every account that makes you feel like you're not enough. Or maybe, just maybe, it's sitting with yourself for 5 minutes and saying, I forgive you. You did the best you could. Because you did. And now you get to choose differently. Let me leave you with this. Your trauma may have rewritten your story, but you're the one holding the pen right now. You get to write a new chapter. You get to decide what healing looks like for you. You get to say, this is who I am. I'm not hiding anymore. Once you do that, you discover your radiant self that has been hiding all along. If this video helped you, share with me in the comments below and what you've learned so far on your healing journey. I can't wait to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe and join our beautiful community. If you're ready to keep rewriting your story, watch the next video popping up on your screen right now. Until next time, stay radiant and take care of your beautiful mind and body.